Gordon's got the ground game. It's a coach.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between... Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rivers to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Rivers on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown. And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City. Extra point try now for Succop. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Succop for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Brady and the Patriots now down by 8, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, look to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back to throw. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the mark. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Edelman set to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for our visitors, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.